Excuse me.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
Okay. Have you read our treatment? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Just wanted to ask you a few questions about it.
Okay, go ahead.
How old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
Okay. What gender are you?
I'm female.
Okay, thank you. What aspect of our storyline did you find good?
Good. I thought your characters was very interesting. The fact that you chose a route to go with someone who had psychological issues. That was quite unique. You don't really get to see that as often in the films or as a storyline following someone with a psychiatric patient and a psychiatrist kind of. Oh, psychiatric patient and the psychiatrist. You don't get to see that kind of relationship, so I quite like that and the angst with that.
Okay, thank you. What do you think we can improve in our idea?
I think there's a couple of elements I think you can improve. I think the scenes where it blacks out, I think you need to do a little bit more information on that because when it just cuts, it kind of leaves the audience with not really the mystery that you might want to be portrayed, more like confusion. So that and maybe along the process, maybe change the dialogue. I kind of thought that the Duncan no bit at the end is kind of comical. So something that's more dramatic.
Okay. What part of our story would you like to see in our trailer?
Um, choose. I think I actually have two. Can I have two?
You
Two parts.
go.
Okay. The first part that I want to see was the accident with the whole car crash or crashing into the tree, and then the boy. And the second part was towards the end when it comes to like that climactic moment between the psychiatrist and Duncan, and in the end he ends up jumping off a cliff. And yeah, those are the two main scenes that I'd like to see in the film trailer.
Okay.
But not too much to kind of give it away,
So
but kind of maybe to suggest
so
something
to
that
suggest
happened.
stuff, but not show the links between those two situations.
Yeah.
Okay. What type of music do you think will work well, like genre, for instance?
Genre. Maybe because it's something to do with psychological. I don't think like heavy music or upbeat music like hip hop would work. I think something that's kind of slightly mellow but up tempo. Maybe some kind of an indie genre or an indie band. Maybe one of those songs.
Okay, thank. Um, from reading the treatment,
Mm-hmm.
are there any possible names that you could that kind of came into your mind?
Not really without being cliched. Like I can say inside the mind, but that sounds kind of
Okay.
cliched. So I don't know.
So
Just want to.
you advise us when naming it to like stay away from.
Yeah, stay away from cliched names
Okay.
typically because that can detract from like your storyline and your plot.
How would you see our film ending? Because I know you mentioned him falling off the cliff, but we haven't actually said if it's him that goes off the cliff or
The
the
psychiatrist.
psychiatrist. Like if he
Ooh.
moves out the way, we kind of left it on a cliffhanger. But how do you think
Ooh.
we should end it?
Um,
Or should we just keep it with you not exactly knowing who?
I think that's controversial because you could in some films they do actually leave with a cliffhanger, which I could either annoy the audience or kind of like excite the audience. I think. I don't know. So in that situation, you don't know. You don't know if you want the psychiatrist to die or like Duncan to die. So in my opinion, I think like maybe the psychiatrist, but you're left thinking that Duncan has actually died, and maybe you can just have like a voiceover of your actual character. So it kind of leaves the audience on a better cliffhanger, so they can think, oh, he's speaking, but we're not sure if he's dead. But you don't actually see the psychiatrist, so you might assume that he's dead. So something like that.
Okay, thank you. Do you like the psychological drama that we've gone for, or do you think we should sway it towards a different?
No, definitely, definitely. I like psychological dramas because mainly with an actual audience, the most like enticing films are the ones that get you to think, try and figure out more, be more active. So I like it.
Okay, and the final question is, what would you expect our main character Duncan or the therapist to look like? So to help us with casting.
Um, since he's about our age, 17, 18, I think he needs to. I don't think he needs to look like he does Casper. Not that he does well in school, not well like composed, but not exactly a troublemaker. Someone who's like a recluse or a loner. But the psychiatrist, I think, someone who's of an older age, not someone who's like close to the age range. Because
Okay.
if you do that, then it becomes more like a friendship kind of thing, more than a kind of medical relationship. So yeah, I think you need the difference in ages.
Okay. Thank you, Mila.
K-pop for life.